So we have covered until now seed trays, the use of seed tray, and then the sowing of the seed, how much of depth, and which seeds can be sown together in the seed tray. Next one is the all seeds, after they germinate, require some amount of sunlight, some amount of light. To germinate, they might require darkness, but once they germinate, they do require light. Don't immediately move them to full sunlight. Oh my god, you've all germinated, here sun god, please grace all of these things. No, it's a sudden shock, because they, especially the ones that have require darkness to germinate, you need to gradually introduce them to light. So keep them in a shaded area, and then maybe they get half an hour of direct sunlight, 1 hour of direct sunlight, 2 hours. So it's a gradual progression of introducing them to light. This happens for at least about 1.5 to 2 months. Once you transplant your plant, let's say about 2 months, then you can keep them in full sun. Again, depending upon your summer loving or winter loving. All the flowering plants, right, they require sunlight. Again, this is speaking from my experience of growing seeds in Bangalore weather, where fortunately it hasn't gone above 37 degrees from my experience of growing. Next, watering. I think I still have to get this right. In spite of knowing that do not overwater, I can't help to see, oh, there are plants growing here. Let me take a small little cup of water and put a little bit of water. I don't know what it is that we instinctively want to overwater plants, but I'm trying my best to control that instinct of mine and not overwater the plants. The rule of thumb is to put your finger into the soil medium and about 1 inch or 2 inches deep. If you and when you pull your finger out, if it feels wet, then don't water. If it is dry, then you water it. So when it comes to seedlings too, this is something I would say you learn from experience. There's really no rule of thumb for this. Look at your seed tray. If it feels dry, the entire seed tray is dry, and your plant is also kind of drooping, you will know these are the signs that the plant requires water. Oh yeah, most important thing, the seed tray must have drain holes, otherwise again definite case of root rot and death. All your seed trays, please check underneath, they need to have drain holes, otherwise manually drill it. In case you don't have seed trays, you want to do something like DIY, you can use paper cups. If you have paper cups at home, you can use that. Again, drill a hole inside it, and again, when it comes to transplanting, it becomes easier because you wet the paper cup, it becomes very soft. You can just tear it and take it as is without disturbing the root ball and transplant. So those are the advantages of paper cup. I have also grown plants in the prasad cups that you get made out of areca leaves. That is something that you can use too. But keep in mind, when you're growing seeds in areca leaf, there should be enough air circulation, enough light, so you don't get a fungus attack when you grow plants in areca leaf cups. So that's it, everyone. This is all I had to share with people who are enthusiastic about growing plants from seeds. Please keep these things in mind, and also please do your research, because it will save you a lot of heartache later on. And yeah, let's keep sharing our learnings. Please do share your learnings in the comments so that I too can learn from you. So thank you for watching my video, everybody. Happy sowing, happy growing, happy gardening. Bye.